What role do you think recognition programs will play in addressing the employee engagement and retention challenges that you mentioned before?
When we implemented our recognition program in April of this year, we were hoping for a lot of engagement into it. But when Bucketlist called me a month ago and asked me to speak on this webinar, we were told that we were at around 91, I think it's more like 95% engagement into our recognition program now. And so that's a statistic, again, I'm a data hound, so I love statistics, but that's a statistic that's hard to beat. I just got off the phone with an acquisition that we did in June of this year, and they are so willing to give feedback about how the integration is going and how engaged people are and how excited they are about this new recognition program that we have. And, these are folks that are, mid to late career folks who aren't extremely computer literate, right? And so, but boy, they latched right on to this recognition program. And now they're so excited. If they even get $5 in recognition rewards, they're just thrilled. And it's amazing, how these things just start taking off. At first we had, our small group of people that signed on to Bucketlist, and then they started talking about it. People started seeing it, and then it just took off.
What led you to adopting a recognition and rewards program?
It was kind of twofold. It was, how can we get a consistent program throughout our company that is scalable for our growth and very retention oriented. And then also, how can we take this load off of one person who was doing all of this work previously?
How has your experience with the formalized recognition and rewards program been, and what return have you gotten from implementing a program like this?
We didn't do a benchmark to begin, but we absolutely are amazed at the engagement that it has gotten. And it's not just a percentage of engagement, but it's people coming to me, a few times a week saying, thank you so much for implementing this. It's been a life changer for me. I can have my kid's birthday party now because of Bucketlist. So it's things like that. I think formalized fit our mode and our needs for the future. This is a good time to do it. And what was interesting when we launched, Bucketlist has all kinds of training materials, and they recommended that we have ambassadors in our company. And so I was racking my brain with my team to come up with ambassadors, that could go out and talk about Bucketlist. And as we got closer to it, and then we did the training, just the normal training for our entire company, it became very clear that they did not need any ambassador to tell them to use Bucketlist. They were going to go right in and do it. And so it was very apparent to me and to the team that this was the right thing to do at the time for us.